All right, it's a beautiful day, first week of July, and I'm finally going to get the kayak out today that I bought this spring. This is the Pelican Summit 100 I got from Canadian Tire for what I think is a pretty good deal. It doesn't have a lot of frills and gimmicks, and I think we'll do a couple of upgrades to it. Probably try and put those right into this video too, but let's take it down to the river and see how it does. The other thing that I was a little worried about was if I caught an edge doing something like that, because when I'm fishing by myself, it's hard to control the canoe while you're casting, especially on a very small river like this. It can be tricky to cast from the boat on a good day. And with the canoe, I had troubles with the canoe getting broadside, and then I'd get into one of these log jams like this one we're about to pass, and it'll put you in the drink in a rush. And this, I just went back there, I just sort of skimmed a little sideways over a log, and I didn't flip over, so that's good. But I also, I seem to feel, jeez, I can't paddle. It seemed to feel quite stable, so a lot better than with the canoe where you're quite a bit more top heavy. In this, my center of gravity is very low to the water, if not basically almost barely above it, barely above the water line. This thing sits, it's a kind of a deep V style hull, and it sits deep. We're just crossing one of the deepest sections of the river here. This is probably 8 or 9 feet here. There's lots of pike in here. We'll fish this on the way down. And with the wind in my back there against the current, we're speeding along. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take some footage. I don't know how I'll cut this together. And then we do have some mods to do on this, but I wanted to try it just right out of the box. I picked up a few things on Amazon, rod holders, a clip for the, I guess, the gunnel, so to speak. I think that's the gunnel, so that I can have my spare paddle be secure. I learned one thing when you're going by yourself in any river: have a good spare paddle no matter what, as the odd time you're going to get dunked and your main paddle is going to take a trip. So that allows me to go get it. Not a big deal here. This river's not, it's not going to get away from me, but makes it a heck of a lot easier when you've got a spare. So we'll mount that. We'll do some rod holders, because why not? I think this should have had them. And yeah, I'm liking this. It is a hot day. It's about 28, I think it's 28 Celsius now, with really high humidity, encroaching on 100% here. 92% this morning. It didn't break last night at all. So I've had rain for a week, so everything in the woods here is just soaked. But yeah, if you like this kind of video, well, come on back around. I'll try and make some more. And check out my other videos on this channel if you're into outdoor stuff, or power sports, or chainsaws, or whatever. There's something tracking along beside me here. I don't know whether it's a muskrat or a snapping turtle. You can tell by the bubbles coming up that it's tracking along the bottom. It's usually a big snapping turtle that's dislodging the air pockets in the bottom of the river. Leaves a little bubble trail. Caught one here when I was a child, 27 pounds. Got some neat video of it. Oh, if I can find it, I'll throw it in here. But yeah, it's a fun little river to play in. I think this is just the right kayak to do it with. So I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the river. not much doing in the river today. It's pretty hot. It's been pretty sunny all day. Tends to drive the fish into cover and be a little skittish. Usually my super secret Mepsaglia long is almost 100% successful usually. Not today. We hit 2 of the big holes and not much doing. But I'm happy to say the kayak is just wonderful. I've been hung up in some log jams here a few times, and it's so easy to maneuver the kayak around. Like, to get unstuck with a lure, you want to reel right down to it and get it, like, here's my stainless leader, get it right on the rod tip and then shake it around. Well, to get there is hard with a canoe by yourself, and this little Pelican, I can just zip around no problem and just spin around on a dime. And despite there's a pretty good draft, there's quite a bit of hull in the water, the current's not really flopping me around or anything, so this is a definite buy from me. I'm really happy with it. I hope it holds up. It's Ramex, and I have my Coleman canoe is Ramex, and I bought it in 2006, and it's been stored indoors always. Nothing special. It's not been treated or anything, and it still looks like the day it was new. It's in mint condition, no spider cracking, no nothing. So I'm a big believer in this Ramex. It's an excellent material. It's some kind of well, I forget, is HDPE plastic? I don't know, but ridiculous tough. You can fold this stuff in half and it won't bust. So I'm really happy with it. This outbound paddle I got at Canadian Tire too. I can't say whether it's good or bad. I'm brand new to kayaking. I like the hooks to go onto your fishing line and get down there. I tried it, didn't work for me. Just reeling down with the rod is way more effective for me. But yeah, I like this. I'm really happy, guys. Glad you can come along with me today. It's just so peaceful out here. You saw that deer and the heron, and it's the second deer I've seen this afternoon, one on our property as well, so it's just wonderful. Finally getting the hang of paddling too. In at the knees, out by the elbows kind of thing. That's only a few minutes and sort of got the hang of it. Check this out. No problem. Just slipped right through there like nothing. And that is with zero skill, or very little skill. So yeah, kind of getting the hang of it. And I think I got it so I don't have to splash myself too. In around my knees, out by the elbows, and that seems to do it. So I don't know whether that's right or wrong. I seem to remember some paddling guides like that when I guess I did some kayaking in Scouts a long time ago. But yeah, this thing just turns around on a dime. It's just great. You can spin around, check things out. easy to, I've gotten hung up on a lot of logs now, and I've had no problem getting out, getting back to get my lure. I haven't lost it yet, so this was money well spent, I do believe. For situations like this up here, this coming downstream was a little bit dicey in the canoe. With this current coming down, you you better get it right or you're upside down. I have a lot more latitude with the kayak and a lot more speed. I can just a couple of strokes and we've got a burst of power and we're gone. That's 2 strokes and we're just zooming. Very happy with this. And up there ahead, that's our property, that's our put out, so I think that's it. I have to say, I'm happy guys. This thing's a winner. We'll see how long it goes and we'll do a follow-up maybe next year or the year after and see how it's held up. See if any of these pedals or the kick plates or the seat come apart. Hopefully they don't get mouse chewed. That's the only problem with this fabric. Where I am here in the bush and where the kayak is stored in the shed, there's mice. So with the canoe, it's not a problem. There's nothing they can chew, or they don't bother with the Ramex. So yeah, I'll let you know. Cheers, guys. Okay, I'm just going to do the mods in this video too, because, well, why not? It's not really worth a whole video to themselves. This thing works awesome. I love it. I think this was a hell of a good bargain, but it's just missing a couple of things, and one of which is rod holders. These, I'll put the links down below. Got them from Amazon. We're going to mount 2, I think they were even intended to go right here. Look, they've even got a centering hole for me. I think we can just use a hole saw, punch those down through, and well, it looks like we'll have to drill it on an angle. Minor thing. Punch those down through. I don't think that'll be much at all, not even worth videoing. And I think these will be just awesome too. These will be oar clips for the sides, so that I can clip in my spare oar, and then also a place to put my oar when I'm not paddling, like when I'm fishing. And I think these can just go something like so, but I'll just test fit them and see how they do. But yeah, should be nothing to it. All right, testing things out. This is the best position I found on the outward edge. That way I have clearance for the paddle and the drip things here. And yeah, that should do the trick. Let's just punch one through on the far side. Perfect. And for the rod holders, this should be just a matter of using a hole saw. It's just Canadian Tire hole saw kit, and drilling on the approximate angle so that these trail like so. And yeah, should be all right. So we'll do about that angle. That is what we're left with. Woohoo! Yeah, this is gonna be lean, mean fishing machine. If you're wondering, there's 0 skill required. That dent, that divot, I used it to start the drill bit and just tilted the hole saw over, and that's what I got, just like it's supposed to be there. Awesome. The kit just comes with little self tappers. be able to just punch them through. Huh, lovely. That is just a thing of beauty. Comes with a gasket for the bottom to seal. Should keep the water from pouring into the hull. Just like that, we're away. The collar almost ready for the water, perhaps. Get our little gasket in place a little better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Not bad. Awesome. Huh. Lovely. And then these ones on the side, they just have a sort of blind nut with a big gasket. And it just runs up until it collapses the rubber. Or in this case, it strips out. Yeah, that one didn't do so well. That's okay. We have spares. Should clip in. Ah, just beautiful. And then in theory, I keep my spare just in my one voyage so far. I just keep it up under the bow. I keep my spare just up under the bow usually on that first trip, but I think we could clip it in here too, and actually if we put it to the back, it probably won't get hung up on anything. I think I like it better in the hull where I can keep an eye on it, but for storage and stuff, that's all right. Not bad. I like it. Now, do we try putting one in the front? It would be awfully nice to have a rod holder in the bow, but I'm pretty sure these ribs here are not for walking on. I bet you this molding is all for strength, and I wonder, it'll be out of the way of my feet, it'll be sort of between them. Should we take a flyer on it? It would be awfully nice to have a rod holder in the front. Like the back ones are just used for moving, and I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it. And just like that, we've got a kayak. I'm happy with this. This isn't the best mounting idea or solution at all, but it's fine. The only thing I didn't consider is my little portable rod that I use here on this river. Actually doesn't fit the rod holder. The butt end is a little too thick. It's just a little toy collapsible one, but I love this thing. It's nice and small and perfect for the kayak. So I think I have another one that has a smaller end on it, like a spin casting reel, but or a spin casting rod I should say, with a normal they're about 1.5 inches I think or so, but anyway, that's gonna do. I'm super happy with that. It gives me a place to put my paddles. They're pretty secure, and this thing's ready for the water. I'd like to get it out and give it a go again. Take it down to the river today. There's no wind, so the bugs are going to be bad back in the bush, but this is the first sunny day in nearly a week. One more mod to make this just perfect the way I want. Check this out. Now my spare paddle is no longer under my feet or in my way. I can clip it right there. It covers up the Pelican logo, so unfortunately, sorry Pelican, you're not going to get as much advertising in my GoPro footage, but that is perfect. It shouldn't get snagged on much, and it's out of the way and secure. I'm happy with that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. For just a few bucks of mods, I am super happy with this. This is going to be fun. On my mods here, the only thing that might be a problem is these clips are right where my hands operate. Now, if I keep them up high enough, probably with the way my form's supposed to be, it's not going to be a problem, but I might relocate them. We'll see. It's no big deal to relocate them. I mean, it's only 2 small holes, easy enough to patch. But yeah, I'm loving it. This thing, well worth the money. And finally get out on the water and not have an unruly canoe to deal with. This is way faster. Like, I can motor upstream against the current, and the current's pretty strong right now because we've had darn near a week of rain. I'm super stoked with this. Yeah, those are going to be a problem there. I'm going to relocate those. I don't know how or where just yet. I do like my front one though. So yeah, live and learn. It's all new to me, right? But I'll relocate those, probably not in this video. There's nothing to it. Just find a location that works for me. You don't need a video on that. Well, if you buy one of these Pelican 100s, I don't think you're going to go too far wrong. I'd link them, but I don't think, like, this was just from my Canadian Tire, so I don't think there's anywhere I could link them. There's lots of, pretty much every major outdoor store sells them, so yeah, you should have no problem finding them if you're looking for one. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get to fishing, I think. Don't see too many people, do ya? Well, that's the end of the second time out with this kayak, and I love it. I'm not sure whether I'll bother moving these or not. Corrected my form a little bit, and I'm not hitting them anymore. It's probably better to move them. That way, it's no fun getting injured out on the river. If I smack a knuckle when it's waterlogged, it might split. But yeah, overall, I am happy. We caught a couple of pike, and yeah, just enjoyed the day. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I am happy. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys get to get yourself a kayak and get out on whatever body of water that you enjoy getting out on. Maybe catch a fish. Maybe just check out this awesome sky. Cheers, guys.